Alright, here we are back at another short track. This time it's Richmond with a setup that's pretty unforgiving. And I say that because there's a whole bunch of looseness at the wrong times, I guess. Either way, everyone has to deal with the same thing, so keys to the race car, number 1, tires. As usual, usually right front and right rear. This time it's both. Right sides because the right front takes a beating right in the middle of the corner. Right rear on entry and exit because it's slippery. And number 2 just kind of goes back on number 1. Talking about the handling, you know, the car's pretty on edge. A little weird on the exit of 4 and the entry of 1. Don't know why I said that backwards. But anyways, number 3 is it's a short track. So a lot of short track anger, shenanigans, ridiculousness, possible cautions, people being morons, typical things. Either way, everyone has to deal with it, so we're going to just go ahead and get to the lap and yeah. Alright, here we are about to take our lap. Fixed setup, fixed weather. You know, track temp of 114, I think. The only change I made to the fixed setup was the brake bias, moved it to 68 to help out with that turn 1 instability. And the steering ratio moved to 12. And if you didn't notice already, we kind of skipped pit road, but it's basically center 3 and 4 you want to peel off. So anyways, let's see how this lap was done, then we'll talk about it. Things might look a little different this time. We'll get to it. Alright, that's it for 21.5, which is pretty difficult to get. Just because you can see that on the exit of 4. So let me bank that up. Alright, we're going to make our way into 1. Get on the brakes pretty hard, right about here. About 50% brake. I'm taking a shallower entry. The more I turn in, the less brake I'm using because the car gets upset. I'm going to let it roll once we get to this point. Now, once we get it down to the center of the corner, right against the yellow line, we're going to pick up the throttle right about here, I think. Yep. I can never get to full throttle until the late exit. That's where you got to play with it because the car is pretty punishing. And 3 and 4 is a little bit different. We slow-mo it. Braking pretty hard just like we did in 1 and 2. But you can see how much shallower and straight of an entry to get to the bottom. That's because of the different shape of the track. Doing the same thing, brakes to the center, let it roll to the center. Once we get to the line, we're picking the throttle up slowly. We're going to power off once we get it, you know, nice and pointed, and you got to wheel the crap out of it. And there you go for a 21.5. Alright, that's it for this track guide. Not the best, I know, but oh well, hopefully help somebody. There's some time to be found, hopefully you can find it, because I know I couldn't. Pretty tough, so if you take it easy, you might be able to, you know, take advantage of others' mistakes. Anyways, sim racing should be side.